Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Indiana Fever as they go up against the Minnesota Lynx. From the city of Lakes, Minnesota, I'm Blake Suniga, courtside with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. We're ready to call the action tonight. And here in the early stages of the regular season, do you think the pecking order is set, or can things still flip around?
Well, I think usually the teams that are winning now will continue to win games. Yeah, that's some very in-depth analysis. And the teams that lose will continue to lose. But a lot of things can happen in terms of maybe transactions going forward.
Yeah, you got trades, development, injuries. They're all a part of it. And then you got to get through the regular season in one piece. And that is a big part of the challenge.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
And here's Goddess. Here's the three. The shot, no good. And here's Indiana. And she drops it in from the low post. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Jackie Young on the wing. Breezy covering. Wilson. That shot off. Now here's Breezy. Guarded by Young. Offensive board. And that one good.
Coach has always told me that if you battle for offensive rebounds, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on the follow, just like she got there.
Now here's Young. And the Lynx miss again.
4 straight misses to start the game. Not looking good for them.
Here's Breezy. Here's Brown. Gets another look. Minnesota grabs the miss.
Such tough defense there against one of the better finishers in the game.
Jones. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
Big basket there. The 5th time's the charm, am I right?
Pass to Boston. Now here's Breezy. Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
I like when Boston is selfless like this. So good at connecting with open teammates.
Here in the first with just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Young with it. Outside Powers. Here's Goddess. Takes the three. Gets that one to fall after missing her first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
The efficiency of Powers' passing is great. Delivers the ball straight to a wide-open shooter.
The Fever with the lead. And here in the first, 3 minutes in. Here's Breezy. Evens things up with that basket. Her second of 4, shooting 50%.
Very well done. Confident and composed as always.
Now here is Goddess. Outside Young for 3. Another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2 points.
4 of their last 5 makes came off a high-quality shot inside.
And that's right out of the textbook. They are having their way down low right now.
Now here's Wilson. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And this is where you get Wilson the ball. A skilled interior player who's comfortable attacking from that spot.
Pass to Boston. Brown. To the middle. Breezy gets the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry, but that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were in tight. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
Now here's Young. Powers. No good with the triple. Here's Boston. And she banks in the layup.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point.
Here's Goddess. Pass to Wilson. Powers. Wilson the screen. Jacks up a 3. It's good from long range.
Spacing the floor with her long range shooting. Powers, fantastic at connecting from deep.
And here's Boston. Powers covering. Here's Breezy. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Yeah, she's played an important role in her offense today. And really, without her, they might not have the lead right now.
Minnesota trailing. Pass to Powers. Jones. Powers a screen. Puts up a 3. Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss. Breezy. She's guarded by Wilson. Breezy can't hit.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish her there.
Goddess. No good.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
Rebound by the Lynx.
Well, it wasn't a block officially, but it might as well been. She really affected that shot.
Yeah, it was clearly her defense that threw her off there.
Now here is Goddess. The tray. Drills it from outside.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Indiana with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Boston. Brown. Puts it up. Hits the jumper to fall from the corner.
And she's having a quarter, converting at a high percentage.
Now here is Goddess. She has 6. Beyond the arc. Brown grabs the board.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific. Exactly the start they were hoping for.
Now here is Goddess. Pass to Powers. Let's go with a 3. Down it. Her second make in 4 attempts.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Indiana with the ball. They lead by 4. Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. A big group substitution here for Indiana. top. Pass to Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a 3. Another shot. Boston sets a screen. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Lynx. And looking at the career of A'ja Wilson, she's already had a Hall of Fame resume, and she's only in her mid-20s.
Well, get this. Before A'ja's 27th birthday, multiple MVPs, championships in college, the WNBA, gold at the games. Here's what is crazy. Wilson is still getting better.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Fever leading. Hull. Pass to Boston. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Yeah, nice play there. Boston is a dominant presence in the paint at both ends.
Here's Wilson from downtown. Drops in the tray. It's all knotted up.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Here's the Fever with the ball. Pass to Hull. Inside. That's no good. Misses her first shot of the night. To the paint. Here's Wilson. And they take the lead.
That hoop took tremendous mental toughness from Wilson. Not going to let the bump disrupt her.
Lexi Hull on the wing. Boston sets a screen. Frazier. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Nice ball movement from Hull. Terrific at recognizing when her teammates are open.
Outside Young. Wilson. Pass to Young. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Minnesota.
They're having so much trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either.
That'll kill you, a differential like that from beyond the arc.
Frazier. It's good from about 19 feet.
This game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides. This is much-watched basketball.
Let's hope they keep it up.
And so that's a lot of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Lynx ahead, leading by just 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And off we go. A close game now entering the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Lynx, what's your take so far?
It's been a long-range battle for them, and one they are winning.
Some sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Indiana trailing. To the left side wing. Lexi Hull on the wing. Pass to Breezy. Minnesota grabs the miss.
That's a missed opportunity right there.
And she'll be the first to tell you that's one she should have buried.
And she drops in the layup off glass.
With the size advantage as big as it was right there, that's exactly what she should do in that situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Now here's Breezy. There's the triple. Add basket number 6 to her stat sheet. She's now 6 for 10.
What a perfect release that time. I thought it might get blocked, but nope.
Yeah, she was giving up a lot of size in that matchup. Excellent ability to get off the long-range shot.
Here's Young. She's got 6. To the inside. No good with the layup. Here's Breezy. Fades. Doesn't go that time.
The defender's height advantage really forced a difficult shot. Tried to fade it over the top, but no dice.
Pass to Young. Launches a 3. And the Lynx another 3.
Love seeing that kind of unselfish attitude. Jackie Young makes so many winning plays.
Now here's Breezy. Defense is right there. Count that one.
They'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can make.
Two minutes now played in this second quarter. Pass to Young. Watches it. Gets it to go from downtown.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Breezy. Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. Pass to Young. The 3. Score the basket. Her 4th, and she's only missed 1 of her 5 shots tonight.
Great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They're now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Now here's Breezy. She watches it go through the hoop for her 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
She was 1 step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Young. From past the arc, another miss by Jackie Young. Here's Breezy. No good on the 3.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
Off target from 3-point range. From deep. The 3-pointer is on target.
They're having much more success here in the second after missing on a few chances that they had earlier.
To the wing, right side. Down low. Pass to Marshall. Shot clock at 5. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field, and she's taken only 6 shots. Now here's Breezy. Tight defense on her. Frazier. And another 3 for Indiana.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Minnesota calls a timeout.
Looks like the coach saw some things out there that need adjusting, and it's going to take a little time to talk it over.
Yeah, and never a bad idea to use a timeout if there's something that's got you concerned.
teams deciding to change it up. Left side Powers. Back to Wilson. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. It's on Aaliyah Boston.
Well, on and off the floor, Asia Wilson is a leader. You can just tell that she's earned the respect of her squad. And the coaching staff, they trust her to set the tone throughout the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And guys, I heard that Asia Wilson got her first championship ring sized for her pinky finger.
Now that is bravado. Saying you're starting on your pinky finger so you can fill up the other rings in order, you just gotta love that level of raw ambition in a star player.
That one is no good. The Fever trailing. Pass to Breezy. Takes the 3. That one doesn't drop. Aerial Powers on the wing. She's got 6. It's stolen by Aaliyah Boston. A baseline J. And she drops that one in. And it's a tie ball game.
How can you stop that? With a crossover that quick, a defender has to be almost superhuman to stay in front of him.
Stolen away. Tries the spin move. Out to the left wing. Brown. To the paint from 13. And there the Fever with another bucket.
As hot as she's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get her the ball and get out of the way.
Pass to Goddess. Back to Young. Lets it go. From beyond the arc and then some.
That's her 5th three-pointer of the half, filling it up.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Boston. They get the rebound. Brown evens things up with that basket. Her 2nd of 4, shooting 50%.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Here's Goddess. She has 6. Outside Young. Misses the 3.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here too. I'm as shocked as you.
Brown up top. Pass to Breezy. Her first shot coming late. With the 2nd effort. And there's a nice layup by Brown.
Yeah, look, we know the story of the first quarter. She had trouble hitting any shots with any real efficiency, but in the 2nd quarter, she's turned it around.
Goddess with the ball. Wilson, she's guarded by Boston. Outside Powers, 5 on the clock. Wilson sets a screen. 3-pointer. The Fever pull it in. Over to the wing. Powers covering. Releases. That one is good again. She is 6 for 8 from the floor with that basket. The Lynx trailing. Now Goddess.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Young. Wilson. Clock at 6. Over Boston. A nice shot by Wilson.
You know, they started the game shooting well from outside. I'm a bit surprised they haven't continued to test the hot hand from out there.
Yeah, test the hot hand. You're right. I say strap some wings on that basketball and let those triples fly.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. And Jackie Young, the first pick in the 2019 draft, averaged just 6 points per game as a rookie.
But she used that number as fuel and motivation, and Young earning an all-star game nod in 2022, plus winning a title with the Aces. A great example of investing in yourself.
It's stolen by Goddess. Fast break, here they come. Young shot's good.
Another for Young, and while she's a tremendous passer, when she starts scoring like this, it adds another dimension for her team.
The Fever with the lead. Pass to Brown. And she lobs up toward the rim.
What an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they just love to run.
And they've probably done it in practice 1,000 times.
And as the receiver, she doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish. Laying it in for the 2 points works just fine. Because, Tim, you've said this before. 2 points is 2 points.
Here's Goddess. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
They've gotten a lot of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Defensively, they have to get out there. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, they just can't keep giving up these open looks.
Sinks the three-pointer.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a three-point contest.
Now here is Goddess. 9 points in the game.
I wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
That's a good question. It's been their edge, no doubt. And in a close game like this, you just look for every edge you can find.
And there's the foul. It's on Powers. That's her first foul.
Team's first. First team foul.
Lynx on D. Just 5 to shoot. They grab their own miss. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Boston. She's guarded by Wilson. Fader on the way, and she gets it to go.
Nice touch by Boston, controlling her power.
And stolen by Boston. She got it!
Count it! Count it!
Just in time.
A miracle heave to finish off that quarter. How'd she get that to go down?
Fantastic shot.
So we conclude the first half. The Fever on top, up 8. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And the second half about to start in just a few moments. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
Well, the threes have been falling for her at an incredible rate. That first half, absolutely ridiculous.
And here in the second, she's got to just keep taking them and keep making them. There is no reason for her to stop.
All right, the second half beginning in a moment. Pass to Boston. Brown. Here's Breezy. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Powers. And the three ball is good.
With the level of shooter that Powers is, letting her catch and fire, it's not a recipe for success for the defense.
Indiana with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Boston. Now Brown. Guarded by Jones. Now Breezy. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the line.
Got that one off right in the face of a bigger defender. Nice quick fire release.
Well, the mid-range shot really her only choice right there. She would have a tougher time taking it inside against such a bigger player.
So the Lynx now, trailing here by 8. Pass to Powers. Shoots the three. It doesn't go for her. And a minute played as the second half gets going. And that one's good.
Using her lengthy wingspan to her advantage, Brown is able to dominate down low.
And here are the Lynx now. And here's Goddess. She's got 9. Aerial Powers on the wing. Wilson the screen for 3. And Aerial Powers with the triple.
When Powers takes flight for a jump shot, she really gets up. Has tremendous elevation on the J.
Pass to Boston. Brown with it. Guarded by Jones. To the middle. Boston, good.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking that rim, Brian.
That's right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Breezy. Just 5 on the clock. Boston inside. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. She remains perfect. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Here's Wilson. That one is good. She has missed only 1 of her 6 shots from the floor.
Their second half has started well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts. I like to see that.
Now here's Boston. She's got 10. They get it back. Breezy. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Pass to Wilson. Wilson the screen. Here's Young. Up and in on the layup.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Indiana with the ball. And here's Brown. Boston outside. And And it's Asia Wilson with the foul. That's her first foul.
Personal foul, team's first. Second team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Brown sets a screen. The rebound by Asia Wilson.
But he got away with a major lapse there.
Goddess with the ball. 9 points in the game. Pass to Young. Wilson with it. 6 to shoot. From the arc. Another 3 for Minnesota.
Since halftime, she's been on fire.
The Fever leading. And more than just a role player, Ariel Powers has turned herself into a force in this league.
Helping Washington win a championship back in 2019. It was really her first breakout season where she put it all together. And she hasn't looked back since.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here is Goddess. Pass to Powers. Here's Wilson. Jackie Young draws the double. Now here's Powers. That's good, and so Asia Wilson with the assist.
She's leading the way offensively. Can they ride her back into it?
Now here's Breezy. 28 points for her. To the right side. This one for 3. And the Fever hit again from deep.
But for the defense, they got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempts.
Here's Goddess. Trailing by 10. Pass to Young. Now Wilson. Wilson sets a screen. Inside. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark. And here's Boston. Brown up top. Elbow shot on the way. And Jones pulls it down. Three-pointer, Jackie Young. Here's Wilson. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, a focal point of Wilson's game is crashing the glass. And she really just refuses to quit on any play.
Now here's Brown. 10 points for her. Breezy. The rebound by Asia Wilson.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense. That wasn't a simple rebound. I know some are, but that wasn't.
Guarded by Jones. Pass to Boston. A double team Aaliyah Boston. Fires the 3 for the basket for her 10th make. 10 for 12. That's 82%.
Nice decision by Boston. She's got solid passing skills out of the post.
Time called here. The Lynx decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think the head coach saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside that they have been, they're in big trouble.
And they've got to change something up. Let's see what they do.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Outside Young. Goddess hits the three-point bomb.
Nice find from Young. Her 6 feet height helps her get clean passes off. Gives her a great view of the court as well.
Pass to Boston. Hull guarded by Young. Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Indiana converting.
They're in the position they're in right now thanks in no small part to the show she's putting on this quarter.
Minnesota trailing. Here's Goddess. 12 points for her. And it's good for 2.
A strong combination of finesse and skill. And look, when Wilson's rolling, keep feeding her the ball.
Pass to Boston. They double team Aaliyah Boston. Frazier. And the fever hit again from deep.
You know, some players you can give that shot to, but let me be clear. She is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
So the Lynx now. Now Goddess. The 3 ball. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jackie Young.
She's made an impact with the 3-point shot today. And guess what? That's another big one.
Yeah, and that's where she's been getting her points. And with a couple more out there, man, we've really got a ball game on our hands.
High post try. Nice jump shot.
She's got such a quick trigger from that range when she senses the defenders have backed off her.
And here's Goddess. 15 points in the game. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That 3 puts them well within striking distance, guys. She's had that shot working for her tonight.
You bet she has. I mean, look, the triple has just been her bread and butter in this ball game.
Lexi Hull on the wing. And stolen by Goddess. All by herself. Out to the wing. From outside the arc. The Fever pull it in. The 11-footer. Asia Wilson grabs the board. And they have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Good on the triple.
They have got to get a hand in her face. I mean, she is unconscious from downtown.
Out to the wing. Past the hole. Frazier. The 17-footer goes down.
That's what set them apart today. Their success with the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, they've taken what the offense has given them and really just made the most of it.
Goddess with the ball. She's got 21. Screen by Young. Here's Goddess. And the Lynx, another 3.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. The Fever on top, leading by a point. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next.
It's the 4th quarter.
And we're set to start up the action in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Now here's Powers. To the wing on the left. Here's Wilson. Count it. Good.
Absolutely relentless. A.J. Wilson is not someone who allows some contact to get her. Too strong.
Frazier. What a terrific move that was. Makes the bucket. He's now got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
The deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
Yeah, both of these teams are firing on all cylinders right now. I love it.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Strong work for her at the offensive end, helping them sustain this lead.
Here's Goddess. To the inside. Frazier. She's guarded by Wilson. Pass to Breezy. Wilson pulls it down.
Yeah, the fadeaway allowed her to get the ball over the defender, but unfortunately, just employing the fadeaway doesn't give you a touch on your shot.
Anthony to the paint. A nice shot by Wilson.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
And the layup is good. And here are the Lynx now. Now a timeout called by Minnesota. You gotta like what Breezy has been able to do in this game.
She is on fire, on a major roll today. That timeout desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan right now to slow her down.
Here's Wilson. To the left wing. Wilson the screen. Fires it. The Fever pull it in.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Inside. Here's Hull. She gets that one.
Well, we've seen Lexi Hull has some range, but she can also slash, bring it inside.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Powers. Here's Wilson. 5 to shoot. And there's the foul. It's on Breezy. That's her first foul.
First team foul. And for your Minnesota Number 35, Jones.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Powers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. That one falls through. It's her 6th make from the floor this game, and now 6 for 10.
A good look there, and she didn't waste it. Her second 3 of the game.
And it's the Fever ball. Now Breezy. The 3. And she's good on the 3 ball.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Minnesota trailing. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. Over to the left wing. Jones outside. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Powers. Cole defending. Powers' shot is off. And here's Cole. Goes back up. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Pass to Wilson. Good, and the assist goes to Aerial Powers.
She is feeling it, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Out to the wing. Now here's Hull. Breezy. And Powers pulls it down. Wilson. Outside Powers. Another 3 for Minnesota.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taking advantage of a tired defense.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Well, they want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
The Fever making a switch here. Here's Boston. Breezy with it. Lets the 3 fly. No good that time.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely. The basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Pass to Goddess. Back to Young. Jones. And the Lynx, another three.
So accurate from deep. Jonquel Jones has finished top 3 in the league multiple times with three-point shooting.
Indiana trailing. And here's Boston. She's guarded by Wilson. And that's a foul called on Aaliyah Boston. That'll be her second foul of the game.
What are they thinking, leaving her with all that space out there? Don't they know that that's pretty much a layup for her?
Here's Minnesota. Now here is Goddess. Pass to Powers. Wilson outside. Jones. No good there. Good D from Kalani Brown. Powers covering. Here's Brown. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Now Goddess. Pass to Young. Three-pointer. Another three for Minnesota.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that three, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Indiana with the ball. Puts one up from 19. That shot, no good. The Lynx with the lead. Jones left side. Young, Breezy covering. Lets it go from deep. Jones can't hit. Left side Boston. Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Breezy. That's foul number 2 for her.
Those types of mistakes are magnified when it's a tight game like this.
And here are the Lynx now. They lead by 1. And here's Young. Down low. Here's Wilson. It's stolen by Aaliyah Boston. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Goddess. And now the Lynx fast break.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Powers. To the inside. Here's Wilson. Good. And the assist goes to Ariel Powers.
Not surprised to see Wilson score the big-time bucket. She has an assortment of moves to throw at defenders.
To the paint. Breezy. And the shot goes in.
Big-time bucket inside. She had to get that one to go, and she did.
Way up and over the bigger player, and what a time in the ball game to pull that one out.
And just a tiny lead for them.
A chance to make it a little bigger right here, though.
And she's going for the alley-oop. And stolen by Boston. Now the Fever moving it up. Here's Breezy. And another three for Indiana.
She's such a clutch shooter. She lives for the big shot, and when she's rolling like this, look out.
Goddess with the ball. Outside Young. Fires from deep. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 for 14 on the night.
How about Young showing off her determination, not allowing the pressure to get to her.
They set the pick. Pass to Breezy. Boston outside. Trying her luck from deep. The rebound by Asia Wilson. Now here's Young. defense right on him.
It's in! Pivotal bucket from Young, played in so many huge college games, winning a national championship, was ready for the bright lights of the WNBA.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over. Here's Breezy. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Asia Wilson.
That's definitely a situation where you want to make sure you don't give her too good of a look.
Absolutely, and the defense better not relax because she might hit that one next time. They need to score quickly.
No time to waste.
Pass to Breezy.
To halt the run.
And Jonquel Jones pulls it down.
When she has the ball outside, that's exactly the kind of defense they got to be playing on.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
She misses the first one. Boy, she really wanted that one to fall.
First overall pick back in the 2019 draft. Jackie Young is a gifted guard. And really, you can play her at either the 1 or the 2.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases their lead to 6. Now a timeout called by Indiana. Austin. She's guarded by Wilson. And she commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul, team's first. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so she drops them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
Their comeback hopes are out the window. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, out the window, and the window has been closed. It's a done deal at this point.
Let's get home. Now get your popcorn ready. Her performance from long range has been something to behold, something to admire.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that's been her shot today.
No choice but to foul there, but she's probably the last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was a priority.
Yeah, that's a good point. They could not waste any more time.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
The 3 is up. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up 5. So she gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
So it's a narrow victory for the Lynx, pulling it out for the W. That was a fun night of basketball and a fabulous finish as they waited until the very last moment to finally seal it.
And so many times we see these tight games won at home. That advantage, I think, played a factor here.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.